Have you ever wondered how much your online restaurant reviews mattered, or if anyone looks at them at all? Well, statistically speaking, those reviews do matter. According to Upserve, a restaurant management website, 92% of consumers read restaurant reviews before they go to your restaurant. And that's not all. 33% of those consumers would never eat at a restaurant with less than 4 stars. That means that you're losing a third of the business you could be having if only your reviews were higher. So, it becomes quite obvious how important it is to have good restaurant reviews. Sprouts Consulting was created 5 years ago by Mackenzie Collins, a health food fanatic and vegetarian. She was involved in growing fresh produce at a local community garden and has now since expanded to work with local produce farmers as well as the Georgia farmers markets. She has a passion for providing healthy, high-quality homegrown food. Sprouts works with local restaurants, those who serve good food made with locally sourced fresh ingredients. We offer good deals on fresh produce while also connecting our clients to locally sourced meats as well as other products. Our goal is to improve your restaurant while also supplying you with these local, fresh, and healthy ingredients. We also value effective communication. Our consultants take the time to communicate effectively with their clients as well as amongst themselves. Sprouts has many methods of communicating, including email, conference calls, social media, and face-to-face communication. We emphasize treating everyone we contact with respect and dignity. Our current and future goal is to consult and thus improve the overall local restaurant experience. With Sprouts' 5 years of experience in helping local restaurants grow, we believe that if you choose us as your consulting firm, your restaurant will grow immensely. Before we move ahead, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ethan Cundiff, and I'm a fellow consultant here at Sprouts. As a former franchise owner of a few McDonald's restaurants, I know what it takes to make your restaurant grow. Working in the McDonald's franchise business wasn't easy. In fact, it was quite a challenge. It took time to improve my restaurants until they became the best in town. I had to make sure that management was hiring competent workers, as well as making sure that we had a clean and organized environment within the restaurants. Also, I stressed the importance of teamwork, good communication skills, as well as the improvement of our online reviews. After 15 years of working in the McDonald's franchise business, I decided to change course. I was tired of serving people unhealthy food. So I saw that Mackenzie Collins was creating this new consulting company called Sprouts, and I joined immediately. Thought it was a great idea. The idea of serving people healthy food while helping local businesses thrive sounded really, really interesting and fun to me. I believe that with my experience as well as our other consultants' experience here at Sprouts, that we can really make your restaurant grow. At Sprouts, we have one main method of improving your restaurant, and that's looking at the online reviews left by your customers, analyzing those reviews, and then looking for ways to improve. We use 5 main websites: Google, Facebook, Yelp, OpenTable, and TripAdvisor. Myself, as well as the other associates here at Sprouts, believe that this is the best method to improving your restaurant. Golden's on the Square has been in business since 1972. They're a local, small-owned business located in downtown Noonan on the square, hence the name. They serve Southern-style food, such as fried catfish, fried green tomatoes, and fried chicken. They are also famous for their desserts, such as their delicious peach cobbler and banana pudding. Going to Golden's is like going to dinner at Grandma's. It just has that really comfortable and homey feel. One of Golden's top competitors is Shirley's Country Kitchen, located in Noonan as well. Now, Shirley's Country Kitchen obviously serves Southern-style food, like Golden's, but they're a true buffet, and they don't just have a line-style buffet that Golden's has. Now, the second competitor would probably be Shamrock Kitchen in Tyrone. Now, Shamrock Kitchen is like Golden's in that it's that restaurant everybody knows about and everybody goes to on a regular basis, but it is a lot smaller, obviously, and it is cafe style restaurant. Let's start with Golden's strengths. One of their strengths is great tasting food. Nearly every review out there I've read talks about this in detail. People love all the food items, including all their meat choices, vegetables, and desserts. Golden's is doing a fantastic job of serving Southern-style home-cooked food. Here's some reviews talking about the other strengths that Golden's has. Now, the first one talks about how the food was good, obviously, but it also mentions the great location on the square in Newnan. Now, that's really important because downtown Newnan has a very special feel to it. It has a great community and a great atmosphere. And the second review talks about how it's like eating at grandma's. It has that very comfortable and loving and caring feel that the servers give you because they're very kind, as well as the overall atmosphere. And like I said, the community in Newnan makes this 100 times better. Now let's move on to weaknesses. Every restaurant has their fair share of weaknesses, even a place as great as Golden's. So Golden's first weakness would be lacking labels over their food. Where the food line is, there are no labels, and a lot of people complain about this. People say they have problems identifying what foods are what, such as fried catfish and fried chicken. Here's another review that talks about the need for labels and also the feeling of being rushed. Now, that is another weakness of Golden's, feeling rushed. Many customers feel like they can't choose their food in time for the person just puts it right on their plate. That's definitely an issue that needs to be solved. Another weakness that Golden's has is the fact that the servers do not explain the foods properly. They don't try to let you comprehend what's in this food, what it's made out of, the ingredients, etc. that go into this food. And so that's something that is definitely a weakness. Here's yet another review of someone who feels rushed when going through the line at Golden's. Now, from seeing the strengths and weaknesses that we have just talked about, we know what the experience at Golden's is like. We also know how to improve from here on out. But what about Golden's competition? Golden's beats Shirley's Country Kitchen as well as Shamrock Kitchen in terms of their taste and the food quality. But they need to work on the labels, people feeling rushed, and also they need to make sure that their employees are properly explaining the foods. Otherwise, people would rather go to these restaurants instead of eat at Golden's. And that's a problem that needs to be solved. Now let's talk about some opportunities that Golden's has to improve. These weaknesses I just mentioned shouldn't be seen in a completely negative light because they can be improved upon. If they're not improved upon, then there would be a reoccurring theme of problems arising on these online reviews. But if they are, your restaurant will grow. So the first opportunity for growth would be just to add labels. This would solve a huge issue with many customers when they don't know what foods are what, and they have to ask the server who doesn't explain it well. So having labels will solve that problem entirely. It will also speed up the process. Secondly, the employees need to slow down. I know I just said adding labels will speed up the process, but the employees themselves need to slow down to the speed of the customer because the customer is always right. And with this feeling of calmness, the person getting food, the customer, will be more likely to come back because no one likes an anxious and rushed atmosphere. Now, lastly, the last opportunity for growth would be to have the employees explain the food better because they're not explaining it properly. They just say, this is banana pudding. No, they need to say, this is how it tastes. This is how it's made, these are the ingredients in it, because then you can connect with the customer more effectively, and that shows that you're kind and friendly, and they'll be more likely to come back, which is what you want. After viewing the opportunities for growth, let's talk about the threats to your business. The first threat to your business comes from a lack of communication that arises from a lack of labeling over the food. Some people will just want to go to another restaurant where there are labels over the food so that they can quickly and easily access the foods without even asking the employees what they are. The second threat would be the threat of high speed. Now, you need to make sure your employees are moving at a speed that is acceptable to the customer, not moving at a quick speed for no reason. Otherwise, this is a huge threat. And the third threat would be a service-related threat, not explaining the foods properly to the customers. Because if you don't do that and a customer gets a food that they don't like, they won't come back to your establishment. And what you want is for the customer to come back. Here's the SWOT analysis chart for Golden's. It is a great tool to use when trying to improve your restaurant. It includes the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities for growth, and threats to your restaurant. Knowing this information listed here will allow you to effectively improve your restaurant while playing on your strengths, trying to improve your weaknesses, which will naturally eliminate your threats. In summary, managing your online reviews is extremely important when it comes to improving your restaurant. Your customers speak to you through their online reviews. This is their main method of communication, whether it be criticism or compliments. So it is very important to take advantage of these reviews while also managing them on a daily basis. Golden's, if you want to improve as a restaurant, you must add labels to your food, you must tell your employees to go slower while serving the food, and you must tell them to explain the food choices better. If you do these three things, I believe that you will beat out the competition and become the best Southern-style restaurant in town. I deeply enjoyed having the opportunity to assist you in strengthening your restaurant. It has truly been a pleasure to work with you. You can contact us by email at service@sprouts.com, and our phone number is 770-867-5309. And of course, add us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's @Sprouts. For a promotional item, we chose to give you a succulent. It has our logo and slogan on the pot. Remember to contact us, and thank you for choosing Sprouts Consulting.